Hi guys, my name is Lucia and today I have an empties video. This is going to be all my empties from when I started college, which was at the end of August. I have a bit of stuff to show you and I have a lot of makeup, so I'm going to start with that. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I can link my empties playlist down below, but yeah, let's just get right on into it. I will start with exciting makeup, which means makeup that isn't mascara. So first I have a concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair, and you can see there's like a lot of space in this. I was using this in some project pan, I can't remember which one it was. This is my second tube of this, and I just kind of got tired of it. I don't actually think it's because it's a bad concealer. At one point this was like my holy grail, I loved it, but towards the end, I just wanted to move on. I have the Tarte Shape Tape in my collection, but I had never used it. I was waiting till I used this up to use that one, and so I was kind of just like, come on, like, let's go. And now I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape, and that is definitely my holy grail. I will definitely repurchase that over this, but this was really good, full coverage. Yeah, I bought 2 bottles of it, and I used them up. I'm just, for now, moving on from it. This next one is very exciting. This is the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in Dolly, and as you can see, there is nothing left in this. There is a lot of space. This was also in a project pan. Actually, was this in 2 or 3 project pans? This was in many things. I used this for a long time this year. I'm just not a lip gloss person. This was the only lip gloss in my collection. For some reason, now that I don't have lip gloss, sometimes when I see people like raving about certain lip glosses, like the Fenty Beauty one, I'm like, oh, I should try that. And I'm like, do you not remember that you had this and you used the whole thing up and you couldn't wait for it to be gone? And the thing is, if I were to repurchase another lip gloss, I would definitely consider this. It's definitely a good lip gloss. It's really tingly. It smells like cotton candy. I wonder if it still has that scent. Yes. Oh my god. It's like cotton candy, but also a little bit minty. It's so good. And the color was also nice. I just am not a lip gloss person. I have an eyeshadow. This was the Lorac Cream eyeshadow. This was from the Lorac Pro palette, which I decluttered a long time ago, and I used this up. It was a perfectly fine cream color, but I hated the Lorac Pro palette, and I will never buy it again. There are tons of cream colors in probably every palette you have, if not almost all of them, and they also have the Wet n Wild cream eyeshadow, which is like $2. So yeah, there's nothing special about a cream shadow, but I am happy that I used up an eyeshadow. Next, I have a product from my 12 Pans of Christmas, and this is something that doesn't look completely used up, but I have used it up to the best of its using abilities. This is the Maybelline Master Highlight by Face Studio in 50 Light Bronze, and this is what it looks like, and I'm going to explain why this is empty. So they're basically all gone, but they have these shimmery, bronzy pans, and that is the only thing that picks up product. And if you can see, this pink shade and these brown shades, like if you turn it here, they are untouched. I don't know if they have hard pan. I have tried to like scrape them. They just don't pick up product no matter what you do. This is done. You can't get anything out of it anymore, and I think I will put this in my used up products for the year, just because how am I supposed to use this anymore? You can't. This is it. They discontinued this, so I can't recommend it or not recommend it. I liked it when I had it, but it's super old. It's the second oldest product in my collection, and the oldest product is my other bronzer, so now that I have this out of the way, I can just focus on that bronzer. I have 3 mascaras. I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, which is my holy grail favorite mascara. I am using a tube of this right now, so that is what's on my lashes, if you can like see my lashes. I don't know, I feel like these lights are washing me out so much, but anywho, I just love this so much. This is the brush, and it just gives you so much length and volume. I don't love to purchase these full price because it's $23, but there was a Ulta deal and it was like 2 for $20, which is less than 1 originally, and then I did ask for one for the holidays. It's just so good. I'm not saying that it's like you can't find drugstore things that are good, but this is one of the best, if not the best, I have ever used. I think this and the Roller Lash are the best mascaras I've ever used. Next, I have the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which is an example of an amazing drugstore mascara. I was afraid that I wouldn't like this. I think I got this last Christmas. Y'all, it is like Christmas again. Do you see my Christmas decorations? Like, that was so long ago, but I had it in my backstock and it wasn't dried up or anything, and I used it for a couple of months, and this is really good. If I ever, you know, was at a time where I didn't want to purchase the Lash Sensational and I wanted a mascara for just like $6, I definitely will use this again, repurchase this again, especially now that I'm a college student. In high school I made a lot of money. Right now I'm not making any money. In fact, I'm losing money because I'm in college, and yeah, so I just think this is a really good option. This is definitely my favorite drugstore mascara. This year, you guys will see I'm going to do a 2017 makeup empties, probably coming in the next 2 weeks, and I used so many drugstore mascaras. I got them for Christmas and I wanted to try, like, all the ones that I've seen YouTubers say, like, oh, it's the best drugstore mascara. I hated, like, all of them except for this one, and this one wasn't a new discovery, but it's so good. Next, I have a little sample of the MAC Zoom Lash. This is the second one of these that I have used, and I really liked this. I don't like it on its own. I don't think it does enough on its own, but how I would use this, and I have been using this, and then yesterday I noticed there was like a ton of flakes under my eyes, and I was like, I've been using that for so long, it's time to go. How I use it is I put it like on the edges of my lashes to give it that extra length, and it really, really does. I'm not sure if I would purchase this just for that effect, but I greatly enjoyed it while I had it. My friend Lexi sometimes gives me these little samples, and if she ever gave me one again, I would gladly use it. I think it's really good for that like extra length. Next, I have a makeup setting spray. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. This has been on its last leg for a long time. I've been spraying this, and like big like spurts have been just coming on my makeup and like leaving dots. Like, it's a really fine mist, but at the end it wasn't at all. So what I would do is I would have to like spray the air over here and then like go into it like this, and that's really awkward and weird. And I did have a backup of this that I bought before college, so it's just like, you know what, I'm just like, I'm done, and there's like maybe drops left in this. I don't know if setting spray works. I still do not know if setting spray works. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I never notice a difference. I'm gonna use the bottle that I have, and it'll probably take me a very long time to use that, but when I'm done, I don't know if I would repurchase it. This is not a cheap setting spray. I've been purchasing it because people say it's the best at the drugstore, people say that it has the best mist, and I've had some pretty terrible mists in terms of like how fine it is, but I'm just not sold. I don't know. I feel like I need to do something where I wear the exact same makeup one day with the setting spray and one day without, but I just think it comes down to powder. Like, you gotta powder your face and then it lasts. I don't know. I have the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I just finished this today and I opened a backup that I had. This is amazing. It's a couple of dollars. You spray this on your brush and then you just wipe your brush off on a towel, and it gets rid of essentially all the like makeup that's on the surface of the brush. So obviously there's makeup inside the brush and your brush isn't going to look clean, it's still going to be stained, but it takes off so much product. And I don't wash my brushes that often, not nearly as much as I should, but it's really helpful when I get to the point where I'm like, nothing is blending well, it's because I haven't washed this in a really long time. You can spray this because, I don't know, like, I'm a student, I don't have a lot of time to spend like hours like washing my brushes, and also I find that when I wash my brushes, they don't dry for 3 days, and I don't know, I wear makeup pretty often, so, and I'm not saying I never wash my brushes, I do. I just did a deep clean yesterday of my eyeshadow brushes, and I'm going to do a deep clean of my face brushes next week. But if you can't do deep cleans all the time, this is really good, and it's really inexpensive, and it lasts me a long time. Someone commented once saying, I love your rants, so this is for you, whoever that was, I don't remember. But this is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. That's what it is. I bought one of these maybe 8 months ago, something like that, maybe 9 months ago, and I absolutely loved it. It like changed my makeup game, so then I bought a 4-pack, and I cut this open like way after I had finished using it. First of all, look how intact this is. Like, I just stopped using this because it had been months, but I would clean this every 2 days, and there's no stains. There was like nothing bad. I just noticed that a little mold was growing right here, just like at the tiniest bit, so I stopped using it, but it stayed so well. I'm gonna get the sponge I'm using now, and I'm gonna show you. I don't know why Real Techniques changed their sponges, but after I bought this, I bought a 4-pack, and look at this freaking sponge. It is beat up in every way. The first time I got this wet, not cleaned it, but got it wet, it started to flake. Do you see that, how it's flaking? Now, obviously, I used this today, so it's dirty, but it's just ridiculous. It's not the same texture. I did get this wet. This has such a better texture. Like, if you go like this, it doesn't flake. If you were to, I'm not gonna do it, but if you were to go like this, the whole sponge just falls apart. I don't know why they did that. It's like cracking everywhere. Like, I don't know if you can see like the cracks right there. It's ridiculous. Now I have a 4-pack of this, and I only started using this a couple months ago. This lasted me like half the lifetime of this. When I go home, I think by the time you're seeing this, I'll be home. I'm probably gonna throw this away and start on another one, but I just don't know why they changed it, and I've heard people say this, and then they posted saying, we didn't change our sponges. Yeah, you did. That's bullcrap, because you did. This one was great, and this one is terrible. That's my rant. Moving on. I've got quite a bit of chapstick. I have 2 chapsticks that I got from my college. They like have my college's name on it, and these are really good. Like, they just like handed these out during different like freshman events the first week of school, and they're like some of the best chapstick I've used in a long time, and I'm just like, how? That's crazy. But yeah, I really liked these. Then I have this LL Bean chapstick, and this was terrible. There's so much left because it's terrible. It just dried my lips out so much. Oh wow, there's a lot in here. This is going in the trash can, so. Oh, and it doesn't go back down. Okay, well, this just dried my lips out. It did nothing. There was an LL Bean pop-up store that came to my school in the fall to sell us winter clothes because I live up north and it's freezing right now. But yeah, that did nothing. And along with that, I have the Carmex lip balm. Is this used up? Yeah, it is. I have 2 more of these, and I used to love this, but my lips just adapt to lip balm so fast, and this like didn't do anything for my lips at the end. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait like 6 months, and then I'll come back to this, and honestly, it'll probably work after that. I'll find a chapstick, and I'll love it, and then it won't work anymore. And this happened to me with the Burt's Bees chapstick, and with another chapstick. It's just weird. I don't understand. I have 2 forms of makeup removing. One is in the liquid form, and one is in the cloth form. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. You get 20, and it is $3. These are so good. I don't use makeup remover to remove my makeup. I use it for what's it called, fallout on my eyeshadows. I never used to do that. I used to just wipe away fallout, but since I've been panning the Naked palette, there's so much fallout on that. It's like not even funny. You cannot get away without using a makeup wipe after using that palette, and you have to do your eyes first. But these are so good, and they're so inexpensive. I definitely want to get another pack. And then this is an Every Empty. This is my Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. I don't use it just for eye makeup. I use it all over my face. I put this on a cotton round, and it just removes everything so well. It's so easy and so good, and it's drugstore. I have a face mask. This is the Tony Moly I'm Real Pearl Mask Sheet in Illuminating, and I don't think this did anything for my face. I haven't found that these do anything yet. I had 5, I think I have 2 left, and I don't know, they're not worth it. Like, it's kind of gimmicky. Like, I was like, oh, I've never had a sheet mask, I want to try a sheet mask, but honestly, for the price that you pay for individual sheet masks, you could just get a really good actual mask that you get like in a tube or a tub, and it'll last you so many more uses than just one. And also, it's just kind of weird to like sit there with a sheet on your face. I have 3 Flonase because your girl has allergies and these don't work, and I need to go back to my doctor. These worked for a month, and then my body was like, nah. And then they stopped working, so I have to go back to my doctor and be like, fix me, because I have had a runny nose since the 6th grade. Constantly since the 6th grade. Now I'm a freshman in college. Yay! I don't know what I'm allergic to. That's probably the problem. I have 2 of the Herbal Essence Flexible Style Mousse All Day Frizz Control in the 2 Flex Hold. This is what I use on my hair every day. Honestly, I don't think this is the best mousse ever. You can go overboard and your hair can get very crunchy, but I just don't really care to find like a super expensive mousse that's super good. Like, don't get me wrong, this definitely works really well. I use it every single day. I just don't think it's like the best mousse. I've used one other mousse and I didn't like it. It was by Herbal Essence. I don't remember why I didn't like it. I feel like it might have made my hair more crunchy and not as good of a hold. I would recommend this though. I think it's like $2.50. My hair, like you guys see my hair in every video, it holds the curls, it gets the job done. Like, I don't know, I'm sure that there are better ones out there, but I'm not complaining. It does what it's supposed to do and it's cheap, and yeah, I don't feel the need to look elsewhere because I feel like anything that might be slightly less crunchy or do something slightly different that I wouldn't even notice would probably be like 4 times the price. And yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy with it. I have 2 things left. This is Delsym cough medicine because at college, when you live with a bunch of people, you get sick all the time. I've gone through a couple of these, but this is the only one in here. And then the last one, we'll end with a little story time. So for my 10th birthday, I'll put it into perspective. My birthday is January 1st. I am turning 19. For my 10th birthday, over winter break, so not actually on my birthday, but maybe like a week after my birthday, my family went to Disney World, and this was the first time I had stayed in a hotel, first time I went on a plane. I took the soap from the hotel, and I've had this soap the whole time, and I just went through 2 other ones, so I've gone through 3 of these, but this is the soap from 9 years ago, and it still smells the same, and I used it to clean my eyeshadow brushes yesterday, and all is well. Alright everybody, that was my empties. I hope you guys enjoyed. Very soon I will have my year-long makeup empties and I'm going to have the grand total of how much I used up. I have no idea how much I used up, so I'm really excited to do that video. Again, if you enjoyed, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.